Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and my faithful Indian companion John Doe coming to you with round 3, part 2 of our old versus old bourbon taste-off. This time we've got old Huckleberry versus old Forrester. Now, the old Huckleberry 102 limited cask release was a tie in round 2, part 3 with Old Tub. Old Forrester was the winner of round 2, part 4. So we'll see who the winner is now. You've seen the bottles, so
time to pour.
Time to pour. You took the words right out of my mouth. Old Forrester goes in my new Homo Yo-Yo glasses that I just bought. Can't say that I'm real thrilled about the name of the company, but it's not my company.
I'm not going to get any.
Oh, well, I thought you could just sort of
Get the aroma.
Smell it from across the room. And I was too busy talking to be thinking.
I think I'm going to be needing to pour.
Just one of those days, that's all. Okay. They're pretty much the same color.
Got it.
Yeah, they're almost exactly the same. All right, let's start with the old Forrester.
All right.
I got burn on the nose right up front. But along with that burn came a fruity note.
Yep. A lot of fruit.
It's a very prominent fruity note. Couldn't tell you what fruit, but it is a fruity note.
I've always kind of thought toward the apricot.
You could be right. But that's, I don't know. Getting anything else on the nose?
I'm getting a pinch of the wood.
I can't say whether I am or whether I'm not. But here's what we got on the nose the first time.
Okay.
Of the old Forrester. Floral / fruity notes on the nose. And that was it. And that's pretty much what I got this time.
Yeah,
Still,
pretty close.
To me, it's more fruity. I don't know. You seem to detect more floral notes. I seem to detect it more fruity.
Yeah.
Not sure why that is, but let's give it a taste.
Ooh.
Sweetness right up front.
Yes.
Followed by, I'd call it a medium burn.
Yes.
With a little bit of fruitiness at the end.
Exactly. And I'm getting a hint of the wood. Just a hint. It's not strong.
I haven't gotten the wood yet.
You haven't?
Yeah, I'm getting a hint of it at the very back end.
The floral sweetness is right in there.
For me, it's still fruity, not floral.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not,
I'm getting the floral first, and then I'm getting a tad bit of the fruitiness and sweetness.
Yeah, I don't get floral, I just get fruitiness. Well, let's see what we got the first time.
Okay.
Okay, we got sweetness,
Mhm.
floral slash fruity. That was the same thing. You got floral and I got fruity. And oak, followed by a hint of vanilla and light burn. The burn was a little more this time.
Yes, it
It
was.
was a medium burn.
Mm-hmm.
I got the other stuff. I hadn't got the hint of vanilla this time.
I don't think I did either. It could be right there at the end.
It's hard to say. It could be. I
Wow.
can't say for certain. Okay, let's cleanse the palate.
All
and
right. Try
move
this
along.
other one. Mhm.
I got a feeling this one's going to be a tough choice. Just a feeling. All right. Now we go with the old or the old Huckleberry. No burn.
Mm-mm. Not a whole lot of anything.
I'm getting a little something. It's a sweetness and a woodiness is what I'm getting on the nose. What do you get?
I'm getting the woodiness right at the end.
Let's
The
see.
sweetness maybe just a pinch.
Well, let's see what we got the last time.
All right.
All right, we got oak with no burn on the nose.
Nope.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
It's about what we're getting this time.
Except this time I'm getting some sweetness.
Mm-hmm. Shall we?
We shall.
What is that?
Thing about this one that I remember that we liked so much was that we got a multitude of flavors
We sure as heck did.
that we don't normally get. Right now, I'm getting burn. I'm getting a slight sweetness and fruitiness.
Yes. I swear I'm getting floral. Followed by sweetness,
Touch of vanilla.
touch of vanilla.
Still got burn. Touch of vanilla. Mm. I think maybe a spiciness. I'm not sure what, but a spiciness
Mm-hmm.
mixed in.
Now that you said that, yeah.
Still get a fair amount of burn, even on the second sip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a little of this, kind of get the burn. Subdued. All right, now what we got last time? We got light fruity sweetness,
Mm-hmm.
brown sugar, and oak with very light burn at the end.
That's
I
what.
might be getting the brown sugar.
Sugar.
That might be
We
what
are.
I'm thinking.
Now that you bring that out.
Now I have to say it's no longer a very light burn at the end.
No.
Now it's definitely at least up in the medium category.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be due to oxygenation. not an expert on that.
But we're learning.
True. I can't say I'm getting the oak yet. Well, let's
Try a cube or two.
just try this. But I will say that of all the bourbons that we have tried, the Old Huckleberry has given us, at least me, the most flavors.
A multitude.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, usually we get one or two flavors. I've gotten several out of this one, which is why it keeps being a tie and has made it up this far.
Yeah.
Okay, Old Huckleberry.
The ice helped take away a little bit of the burn. And she's just as sweet as you'd want.
And I was going to say it enhanced the sweetness.
Yes.
It enhanced the oak.
Brown sugar? Yeah, that could be there. And the oak wood is so light, it's just, you just know it's there. It's not bringing up the rear like most of them do.
I'm not certain about the brown sugar this time. The last time I was definitely sure about it. Like I said, it could be part of the oxygenation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's cleanse the palate, and then we'll try
Mr.
the Old
Forrester. Mm. Goodness.
All right.
All right now. The cube is pretty much melted. It doesn't have the sweetness that much as the
No,
Huckleberry.
it's not as sweet. The burn is less.
Yeah.
Quite a bit less. It's just a very light touch of burn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get more of the oak.
Yes.
A little sweetness. Okay. Now we come to the moment of truth.
Huckleberry?
Okay.
Okay.
You give me your rating on the Old Forrester.
1.5.
1.5. Old Huckleberry.
2. The reason for me, it's got a multitude of flavors more right there than the Old Forester does.
I agree. And I give it exactly the same thing you did. 1.5 for Forrester,
And
2 for this. Which one do we pick in the last one? Between the old tub?
Oh, the Old Tub.
We,
Old Tub and Old Scout. Old Tub 1.
we
tied again.
Yeah.
Oh, we tied again.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're tied again.
Okay. The final round between Old Tub and Old Huckleberry, who has been a tie every time we pitted them against each other, is going to be interesting.
That's going to be a hard one.
You know, because of that, we might need to do that one as a blind tasting. That way we won't know which is which. And I think that is going to be the most fair method of doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because I will say that of all of them, I've gotten the most flavors out of the Old Huckleberry.
Yeah.
The Old Tub is close, but I've always gotten more out of the Old Huckleberry. So, in order to be fair, when we do the final
Mm-hmm.
to pick the winner between Old Tub, and Old Huckleberry. We're going to do that as a blind tasting. And we're going to do that next week. So y'all stay tuned.
It's going to get good.
It's really getting interesting. All right, well, until then, this is Spec Ops 56 and that old booze hound behind the camera, John, saying
Cheers.
cheers.